Happy new month, everyone. This is Monday, 1st day of June 2026. Good afternoon. Well, no one is perfect, and I don't claim to know everything, but all I know is that whatever I'm telling you is what I know. So I know what I'm talking about, and I know what I am telling you. Now, when you look at this video, you will see a year ago, or it's there about a year and 6 months. You can see it breaking news: Yoruba Land conquered. The thumbnail is Shária court approved in Yoruba Land. There is a reason why I did this live streaming. That was a year ago. Now, let me take you back to the reason why I did the live streaming. Look at it. There was issue of Shária in Yoruba Land. They took the case to court. And so many people were saying that majority of people in Yoruba Land are Muslims. They've got to have Shária court in Oyo, in Ekiti, in Osun State. So the tension was that high, but the reasonable number of people as well are kicking against it. So why seeing that this thing is not going to come automatic, but they are going to do it, little by little, psycho conditioning people, you won't even know that it is an agenda. At the end, it will come. So I saw that Guardian Nigeria, all newspapers in Nigeria that they published that Sultan backs Shária law in Oyo, Ekiti. Sultan of Sokoto backs Shária law in Oyo and Ekiti. Immediately, I saw the news that last year. I went to verify whether it is true. Did he actually back the establishment of Shária law, his police in Yoruba Land? I discovered that it was true. Then I told my fellow friends in Yoruba Land at that time, I told them that, listen, from now till 1 year, that they are going to be the kind of crisis you are seeing in the north, you are seeing in Benue, you are seeing in Plateau. They asked me, Okocha, why? I say this is a modus operandi. Any place they want to bring Shária and you refuse, what follows is deadly violence. And as that violence continues, before you know, you will start seeing negotiation. That is Sahuda Biya, the principles of peace deal. You will now see negotiations. Then the ultimate price is they will impose the Shária on you. Don't play or don't joke with what I'm telling you. Now, look at it. This one is from Vanguard. Yoruba youth oppose Sultan support for Shária in Southwest. Now, it is important for you to know a problem before you solve that problem. I see so many Nigerians, and I appreciate that. They are feeling so concerned about insecurity. They want to solve it. They want to protest. They want to form a private security. I love everyone who wants to proffer solution. You understand? It is a very great thing. But the question I keep on asking, do you actually know the problem that you want to solve? Please calm down. I want you to rethink this question. Do you know the problem you want to solve? Because a lot of you are seeing the problem like, oh, this problem is just an insecurity. Is there anything that happened on earth without a purpose? There is a purpose for everything on earth. So the question is, why are they killing people? Why are they? In fact, let me take you back. I have 9 videos. Let me repeat that. I have 9 videos of Islamic people storming traditional worshippers in Oyo, in Kwara, in Ekiti last year. What were they doing? Convert to Shária or we kill you. 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 People did not understand that language, but I was equally telling people that the problem in Nigeria is just a problem of Shária. It's a problem of Islamization. You cannot argue from now to next 20 years because you are far back. You are far back about this problem. I started studying this issue in 2012 when Boko Haram said that Christians should leave the north, that they want Nigeria to become a total Sharia state. That was when I started studying this issue. So I know what I'm talking about. You can start arguing with me now, no problem. But I want God to keep you alive for you to see what tomorrow will bring. Like God is keeping Gowon alive today. You understand? Gowon said it is because of oil that he never wanted the Southeast to secede. It is because of oil that made him to keep Nigeria at home. Keep Nigeria one. But he was not looking at why does these people say they want to separate out of Nigeria? Why? Pogrom upon pogroms. Even when they said they want to have independence in Nigeria, that day they started killing everybody from the south in Kano. What do? This pogrom started even before the civil war, before any coup. So it's not because of any civil war, it's not because of any coup. It is because of the agenda of Osman Danfodio, which they have inculcated in these people. But this is not just a Nigerian problem. It is a global problem. It is a global problem. So it is facing the whole world. So for someone who do not understand the problem to come out, you say you want to solve the problem. That is why this insecurity is increasing, because people refuse to call it what it is. You refuse to call this problem what it is. And there is nothing that will solve this problem unless the people understand the problem. Let me tell you, in 2014, 2015, the coalition of Buhari and Tinubu, they imported terrorists into the country. They said they want to remove Jonathan because Jonathan is an infidel. They imported, what is it called? Islamic extremists. These people you are calling bandits today, killing anyhow. The people that kidnapped these school children in Oyo, Tinubu and Buhari, them imported them into the country. And Tinubu is your president after Buhari was your president. Do you have brain to think at all? Can you wear your thinking cap? This is not an allegation. Mind you and be careful. This is not an allegation. This is an how would I put it now? They admitted that they imported it. I have said this time without number that if you go to the court of law, there is a difference between allegation and someone who is pleading guilty and asking for mercy. These people pleaded guilty on social media, on national television. They boast with it that we imported terrorists to remove Jonathan. However, they did not call it terrorists. They said we imported Fulani militia. That is treasonable. That is terrorism. So for someone to say that, no, I don't want to drag Tinubu, who imported the terrorists, but I want people to come together and let us fight the terrorists. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? You've got to see the problem first before you talk about solution. You're talking about solution. Someone who brought the terrorists is there. Is there managing trillions of naira that is coming every day, paying the terrorists, rehabilitating them. You are there saying you want to solve it without pointing finger to someone who imported them. Not that he is dead. He's still alive. Are you people joking in this country? Are you joking? Like anything about insecurity, I can protest for bad governance, protest for this. I've been doing it. I did it. I joined during the NSAS and even in bad governance protest. That one we had from July 1st to August 10. No, from August 1st to August 10. That was last 2 years, yeah? I was not in the country that time, but I had to come for that protest. That is to show you, my concern and my passion. But if anybody tell you, let us come and protest because they are killing people in Oyo State, if you say, let us go and shut down Aso Rock because someone who imported the terrorists is in Aso Rock, I will go. Now, I am not trying to be politically correct, okay? And I'm not responsible for what you understand. Nuhu Ribadu was arming Bororo Fulanis in Oyo, in Kwara State. Nigerian military officers arrested them. The NSA gave them AK-47. How can you give Fulanis AK-47? Let me tell you the way Nigeria is. Some people used to say we don't want to have Igbo president because of what happened. Let me tell you, if Nigeria is a good place, if you people are waking up, there is no Fulani man that's supposed to be even say I want to come out for governorship, presidency. And Nuhu Ribadu is not supposed to be there. His kingsmen are killing people. What has Nuhu Ribadu said? Has Nuhu Ribadu condemned his fellow Fulani people? No. Has Nuhu Ribadu condemned his fellow Fulani people who are killing Nigerians? No, I don't know how to chase shadows. Begin to look for something to say you are fighting insecurity, whereas you are seeing the insecurity in Aso Rock. You understand? Anything that is going to happen, let it happen. You can't import terrorists killing people and everybody's trying to pretend that nothing is happening. Haven't you people listened to the head of Nigeria Intelligence Agency, who has led the military intelligence, the defense intelligence, coordinate the DSS? He said that when he asked DSS to bring out fire, he discovered that people sponsoring terrorism are in the Aso Rock, are in the governing houses and senate houses. And you want to say what? You see, this is the reason why I have been advocating for gun revolution. I want people to arm themselves, join security outfit, join vigilante, register your gun. Go and register your gun. Gun is more important than your card and everything you can do or imagine. Everybody should arm themselves. I understand that is one of the reasons why people are talking about private security. You understand? But once you bring private security that have a leader, that have this, that have that, it is easy to capture. And any private security will be under the military. The same military that is killing people, colluding with the terrorists. We have the evidence. So, it is better left for the people. Everybody arm yourself, vigilante group, every community organized security outfit. The war is coming. These people are not looking back. The war is coming. These people are bringing war to every village. Let me give you an example in my state, Delta State. They infiltrated and started killing people in the year 2024. Because in the year 2023, when my former governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, was vying for the office of the vice president with Atiku Abubakar, these people trooped in their numbers. They came to Delta State. That is the second invasion after COVID time. As I speak to you, every city, major city in Delta State, they have their cell. Every major city, they have their cell. Let me give you an example. In my own federal constituency, they have their cell in Imunede and Igbodo Axis. They have their cell in Agbo. These people, in fact, that was last 2 years, they terrorized part of Uterum with Mwesao. People did not go to farm. These people they have made sage everywhere. If you like, don't go and buy guns. Start playing politics and be useless in yourself. Time will come, you will run out of your villages. The war is coming, and we are not joking with it. You understand? We are not joking with what we are saying. The war is coming. This is all about Islamization. It is a global problem.
Hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives, they just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban, they think about the Mujahideens, and they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Shária, and there is whatever thing they have in their head they want to achieve. So these people that are sending messages are sponsored by Nigerians. You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. They mention names. I can't come on the air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. Presently in government. That the boys that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Asu Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation. And they are in the government. And people know them. The DSS know them. The NIA know them. The DIA knows them. You can't succeed without an inside person. And this attack you saw has insiders collaboration.